What's up, guys? Welcome back to your boy's channel. It's your boy Santi. If you're already here, kindly smash the like button. If you're new, kindly subscribe to the channel. Support your boy as I push my way to 10,000 subscribers. In today's video, we're going to discuss the talking points from Arsenal to Wolves nil. First of all, let's talk about Kai Havertz. I mean, he's been an excellent player for us in 2024. He came to this club from Chelsea last summer and struggled to adapt the first in his first 6 months at the club. But since January that he's been moved up top, he's been a very, very decent player. Even I'll go as far as say he's been an excellent player since then, contributing to a lot of goals. His overall play has improved. And it's not a coincidence that the only game that we moved him away up from that number 9 position this year is the game we lost against Aston Villa. Seeing that guy in midfield just doesn't work. And I feel like Mikel should have realized that by now. And he started his first game of the season up front, scored 1 goal and assisted the other. We scored 2 goals in that game yesterday. He contributed directly to both goals. And if you're looking at the numbers generally in the Premier League this season, only one player has contributed to more Premier League goals than Kai Havertz in 2024. And that player is Cole Palmer with 21 goal contribution in 2024 to Kai Havertz 16. He's either scored or assisted in 5 of his last 6 Premier League appearances for Arsenal. That's an incredible return, even for your 30 goals a season strikers, for your Erling Haalands, Lewandowski's, all these guys. Not even Haaland in 2024 has had more goal contribution than Kai Havertz. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we shouldn't go out there and get another striker. My stand on that is we should go out there and get maybe a Gyökeres and Osimhen to compete with Havertz, because Jesus, since they come to this club, has not even produced what Havertz has produced so far, especially this year, 2024. So if something happens to Havertz, maybe he gets injured or maybe, drop of form, which can happen to any player, who steps up for him? Jesus up front, nobody is confident in his ability except Mikel Arteta, because it's been running a lot of props for him this summer. And we just can't see it on the pitch yet. So my thing is, move Jesus to the wing and get a striker in to compete with Havertz. I'm not saying Havertz is been good enough, but can he keep this up till the end of the season? Nobody can tell, but up to this moment, it's been very, very good, especially from January till now, which has been 8 months. It's been very, very good. Deserves his flowers. And Julian Lescott had a lot of praise for him after that game yesterday. He said, but if you compare him to his style, like his attributes, are they much different to a Berbatov? Really? He's able to travel with the ball long distance. He's technically very, very good. He scores. He always looks comfortable in front of goal. I mean, he always makes those runs. You can't deny that fact. Your job is to find him. And if we do that as much as possible this season, don't get me wrong, we'll miss a couple of chances. We might miss a lot of chances, but if you keep finding him, it's going to get us a lot of goals this season. Secondly, Bukayo Saka. I mean, going into every season, my major fear is always around Bukayo Saka. Like, it gives you so much, and the expectations for this guy is very high due to this reason. And you're going into the new season, I'm always scared for him. Would he be able to match his numbers from last season? Because failure to do so, then you start having narratives like, oh, he's falling off, or he's doing this, or he's doing that. And what a way for him to start the new season after the dramatic European tournament that is just had in the summer. Came into the side yesterday, barely had a preseason game. He didn't even feature during preseason at all, except the Emirates Cup. And came into the side yesterday, assisted the first goal with a beautiful cross, got us the second, scored the second goal as well, a world-class finish to first post, cut in from the right-hand side. That's becoming his signature move now. Cut in from the right-hand side and slammed it into the near post. And overall, I think he had a very, very good game yesterday, especially in that first half. And I can't wait to see what he has in stock for us this season, but one cannot complain about his contribution in the first game of the season. So what a way for him to kickstart his season. And thirdly, the left back spot. is a very confusing one because Zinchenko in the Emirates Cup had a had a very very good game, especially against Leverkusen. And yesterday he came onto the team. Everybody expected him to start after those appearances in the Emirates Cup where he was brilliant, and he came into the team yesterday. Couldn't really offer much on the ball, but I mean, it was defensively fine, even though it was hardly threatened defensively. But what you expect him to offer on the ball, he really didn't give us that control yesterday. Maybe that's down to rustiness, which was seen all across the players yesterday. Thomas Partey, William Saliba, Gabriel, and a lot of them. Martinelli, even Odegaard in the second half faded off completely. Declan Rice was anonymous, especially in the second half. And if there's one game, that we could only afford to be rusty in our first 5 games of the season, it was that game yesterday. Going forward, we can't afford to be rusty again. We have Aston Villa next. In our first 5 games, we have Aston Villa, we have Brighton, we have Manchester City, and we have Tottenham. Those 4 games, we can't afford to put a foot wrong going forward from this point, because those 4 games will make or break our season. If we manage to get 5 wins, which I highly doubt, but at least if we manage to get 4 wins, out of our first 5 games and maybe 1 draw, is a very good momentum to build on. Going on is considering the fact that a lot of fixtures that will be coming after then will be easy fixtures where we can, build on this very good momentum that we started already. So we can't afford to, take a foot wrong, and hopefully we get the signing of Merino wrapped up very soon, because we need options in midfield. I can't lie. Our midfield was really jaded yesterday. It wasn't a one-way game like you would expect it to be against Wolves at home. Considering how much we control games last season, and our first game back against Wolves, you expect much of a control, but we gave Wolves, a lot of chances to get something from the game. And if not for Raya being at his A game yesterday, we would have been saying another thing right now. And just going forward, I expect the team, to pick themselves up, go on from the first whistle to the 90th minute. So bringing in Merino could add something new to our midfield. You could move Declan Rice back to 6. If it's not working with the pivot of with Partey playing at the base and him playing box to box, you could move him back to the 6 position. Have Merino, playing as a box to box, and freeing Odegaard up the pitch to do whatever he wants, because these 2 guys are draw monsters. They win their draws. They're very good defensively. They win both area draws. Declan Rice is a monster on the ground. Odegaard won't have much of responsibility, defensively, and will have a lot of freedom up front to do his thing. So this saga has been going on the entire summer, and it's tiring, and we need to wrap this up and focus on another area of the squad. If it's outgoing, we're going to, focus on, because we really need to move a lot of players on. The Nelsons, the Nketiahs. I think Kiwior needs to leave as well, because I don't see us just keeping up with 8 defenders at the club, with Lewis Kelly also being touted as being developed as a left back. So I don't see us keeping all of these guys, and before their value diminish, then we should do something about it and try and move them on. If we're signing more players, if we're getting a striker, which I don't see us getting personally, we do this and wrap our business up and focus about our season. Get away from the off pitch thing and just focus on our football going up. But I really can't complain about that result yesterday, even though the performance was a little bit shaky. We got the massive 3 points which was needed in the first game of the season, kept a clean sheet, got 2 goals, and that's the most important. Nothing to complain about. Let me know what you think about the game. Who was your man of the match? And what's your expectation for the season? And I'll see you guys on the next one.